Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So in this episode, what we have here, George Floyd's nephew, I'm just going to say he's his nephew, right? I think I may have misjudged this man. And I'll tell you when we get to the point in the video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Also, this video does a few things. It proves that these Black Lives Matter, Antifa, rioters, looters, criminals, thugs, whatever you want to call them, they're not going to stop and start backing down until we get armed and we, as law-abiding citizens, are willing to defend ourselves and our properties, even if that means putting one of them in the grave. You have to get there. You got to change your mindset, your mentality. You got to get there quickly. This is a matter of life and death, your family's life, everything you've worked for. People say, oh, well, if they don't have weapons and if 10 people jump you and you're permanently disabled, you lose your career, you lose your house, you lose your livelihood, they pretty much have taken your life. Best way to prevent that from happening? The best way to prevent that from happening, arm yourself, know your laws, stay law-abiding, but give no quarter. No quarters given, give no quarter. Saw that on Game of Thrones, thought I'd use it, it sounded good. But I'm gonna show you this example. See, in the Black community, because people often try to imitate the Black community, but they really don't understand or care. You have several types of different Black men, just like in every other community. In the white community, you have your punk rocker, your yuppie, your hippie, your businessman that goes to work every day, provides for his family, your CEOs and stuff like that. In Black community, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, our hood trash would, I guess, be considered your, I'm not sure, but I shouldn't even say it's not even exclusive to the Black community. Anybody remember, I think it's what, MI5, they still around? Or Trump put them out of business. It's in the Hispanic community, it's in the white community. I think y'all call them white trash. But I wanted to show you this video and prove to you without a doubt, Black Lives Matter and Antifa, with the help of our Justice Department, Soros-backed prosecutors, are destroying this country. And Black people like this are doing the white man's bidding. So for all these type of Black dudes who call Black people like me, because I love my cowboy hats, I don't mess with anybody. As my little sister says, I'm a law-abiding citizen. But make no mistake, I will put you in a grave really quick. And I'm also a combat veteran. I will do that. And have no bones about it and sleep peacefully at night. Because one of the things that came out in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was, well, what about you saw me take down The View, right? Well, what about their families? Did his mom gonna say it to their families? I would say it because I wouldn't give a shit. Because your sons got what they deserved. Let's continue on with this idiot. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna give out some tips as a firearms instructor for protecting yourself and your family should you end up in this situation. Because remember, you don't have to be on a jury in a big case like this to end up in your situation. In Seattle, we were having people all the time, even lefties themselves, getting doxxed and people showing up at their house. Remember, they showed up at the mayor's house to protest. One of the Seattle city council members, took them there. Man, I'm so glad I'm out of that shithole. So this can happen to you and you don't have to really do or say anything. Now, I'm going to show you two perfect examples. The mayor of Portland, the mayor of Seattle. The Black Lives Matter, they supported Black Lives Matter. Remember when the mayor of Seattle was like, oh, Durkin was saying, oh, it's going to be a peaceful summer. The mayor of Portland even went out and protested with Black Lives Matter, turned against his own police force. They showed up at their house. The mayor of Portland, they tried to burn down his condo. Think about that. Think about how many people were in that condo and how many innocent lives could have been lost, and they didn't give a damn. So we reached a point in America where now it's time to stand and defend ourselves, and we can't care what anybody says as long as we're legal. We can't give a fuck about their families because they don't give a fuck about ours or any other innocent person out there. It's time to get to it. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Let's get it. I'm gonna play this video for you in its entirety with only one interruption. I'm gonna tell you where I think I was wrong. I don't know. I'm getting old. Maybe my ears are wrong. I'll explain that to you. Let's get it.
I'm gonna name the people that I know that's up in the Kenosha, in the Kenosha trial. But there's cameras in there. There's definitely cameras up in there, and there's definitely people taking pictures of the juries and everything like that. We know what's going on. So we need the same results, man. We need the same results. Tied on her ass, we on our heels. She think it's sweet. We want cameras in the courtroom. The people deserve to know what's going on. She think it's sweet, sweet. I don't know if this is her crib. I think this is her crib right here. We got confirmation that this is her house right here. Waiting for the gang to get up here.
This is where I think I may be wrong, right? I thought he was at the judge's place. Apparently, he's going to make an emergency call to his dentist for his fucked up teeth. I was so wrong. Maybe he got his judge and his dentist's place confused. Just a little humor there for you. Can't be tight all the time. All right, let's get it.
I'm in the white neighborhood. Look at this. Peace and love. All power to the people.
Where's my dentist office?
Hey, yo!
Where's the dentist?
No, I was yelling out the window at somebody. And you were here to see somebody in particular? Yeah. Is there a reason why you're questioning me and I'm here for somebody? It's unusual for somebody to come open up the window. Oh, well, I yelled out the window like I said. All right. Okay, let me close it for you then if that's gonna make you better. Hey, I was at that door. I was at that door. Yeah, that's how I know where her at, right there.
For those of you that are confused, that means door.
Looking at us in the window right there. That's her right there, yo. That's the judge right there. You see where it's at? That's her right there. She's right there.
So yeah, this was like a trial run because we are going to be out here potentially multiple times.
He just walked up taking pictures.
Because we need justice, accountability, and transparency for that.
Now, I want you to pay attention to this. When they come back outside, notice all the white Black Lives Matter members. Notice it's no longer Mr. Hood dude talking. They're done with him. If he gets arrested tomorrow, it won't matter to them. Well, they'll probably bail him out so he can do it again because he's dumb enough to do that. But listen now, he's done the dirty work. Now the white man is talking. All the stuff they accuse us Black conservatives of, at least we have our own ability to think, they are actually doing the white man's bidding. This is why I said in one of my videos, go 3 videos back. I wish I could remember. Hold up, give me a second. I want you to be able to look at it so you can see exactly what I said and the point I made, and I was correct. Oh, there's a while back. was a while back. I don't want to bore you. So let's see. Anyway, I made a point in one of my videos. Actually, I made it in several. So yeah, if you like my videos, just go back and watch my library, especially if you get bored, got nothing else to do, go back, critique it, please. I need to get some wall art too. But notice now, it was a video where I did just a couple of days ago. I swear it was a couple of days ago, where I pointed out and proved how Joy Reid and Dr. I forget his name, Race Bader. She was a house Negro, and he was like a Black preacher, keeping you on a plantation. People like this, because of their dumbery and their stupidity, are keeping you on the plantation. Now he's finished. Now it's the white man talking. Let's listen to what he has to say. Listen to the voice.
Dante, right? That's what we are out here demanding. That's what we're going to keep demanding until we get it. And if
Now notice they never show the white man in the video, ever. But you know it's a white guy.
we don't get it, then I'm positive y'all will see our beautiful faces again. I'm positive y'all will get annoyed by having us out here while you're trying to have your nice white privilege dinner again. I promise you will
Did you see his hand? It's white, isn't it?
see it. If it is that big of an issue, if you're that upset that we're out here tonight, make sure that we don't have a reason to come back.
Thank you, Daily Caller. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that? Now ask yourself, what's the reason? Because usually in most videos, when you're making a video and the speaker's up there and they're trying to prove a point, you're focused on the speaker. They don't want you to know that George Floyd's nephew is so hood stupid. He's being used by a white dude who's probably making money from BLM. So Black people, go and join this movement if you want to. When you're out there in the streets getting killed, don't say anything to anybody. I don't want to hear any complaints. Whoopi can't come and help you. Anna Navarro can't come and help you. They're at the all-you-can-eat bar. But I said that to say this. That proves BLM is using the Black community. They're putting you in danger and harm's way. Now keep in mind, wherever BLM is in these liberal cities, they do all their damage in Black neighborhoods. Because you know what? They get shut down when they move to those rich neighborhoods. I was telling you about that, geez, last year when they tried to move into what's the name of the place? Tammy, what's that place up in Seattle where Bill Gates stays? Bellevue. Thank you, honey. Hey, Zoe. They tried to move into Bellevue. That shit got shut down in a matter of an hour. White people or rich people aren't having that. I said white people, I meant rich people. Poor white people can't control it either. Class warfare. The rich are winning, and some of you uninformed poor people don't even see it. We got to get better. So I said I was going to provide some firearms instruction. Let me get to that. Well, not firearms instruction, self-defense instruction. So if you're a juror, the first thing you do, right, is you take out a restraining order on this guy. You take out a restraining order on the Black Lives Matter organization. Immediately, you make a police report of what happened. You send this video to the police. They're not going to investigate, because guess what? The Kenosha police, or the Kenosha prosecutors, or the Wisconsin prosecutors weren't in Sorrell's back pocket, they wouldn't have hid evidence. They wouldn't have ordered police not to serve a warrant on one of the rioters, the one with the pistol who was a convicted felon. They never took his gun. Never. A convicted felon running around with a gun who committed alleged heinous acts against women. Heinous. I'm not going to go into it. Let's just say if it ever comes out, it's going to be, and I got to verify this. So, but they're willing to let someone like that walk, not take his gun away, throw you into the fray. So here's what you do. Should this ever happen to you? 1, call the police as soon as they show up, immediately. Cops don't come, make sure you're well armed, make sure you're well trained. Don't just take a normal firearms class. I haven't found a good firearms class down here yet, down here in Texas, but I know if you're in Washington State, you're lucky you got Kelly up there, and you could tell him exactly what you want to be prepared against. So if something like this should happen, you can call him, tell him it's an emergency. He probably can get you a class the next day, or at least walk you through some stuff over the phone. But call the police, take out a restraining order, make sure you're well armed and well trained, and change your mindset. Change your mindset. And if anybody knows any of these jurors, please send them this video after the trial is over. Change your mindset. Because see, what they want us to think, like LA yesterday, just put out a thing, and this happens in blue cities all the time, so it's not really news, so I didn't do a show on it. That if you're getting mugged, remember they said this in New York, just go along with whatever the mugger wants. No, one say I blast you in the face with this fucking 9mm. How's that? How's that work for you? I'm not giving quarter. I'd rather die first. So if this happens, or in any smaller situation where it's 2 or 3 thugs or BLM or Antifa, remember, you're protecting you so you can protect your family, so you can provide for your family. Keep that in mind. That's what you have to do. Now, they'll say, oh, well, if somebody's trying to break in your house, or if they're rioting, burning stuff down, you value your stuff more than other people's lives. No, they don't value their life. That's why they're doing that, not knowing who they're messing with. Because if you're a small business owner and you lose a storefront, and insurance is only going to pay a portion, trust me, insurance is expensive and they're only going to pay a portion. And you may be out of business. Your family may be homeless in a month or 2 or 3 or 4, or depending on how well you saved and invested, but you're going to lose your investments. You're going to lose your savings, everything you work for. And if it's your house, they try to burn down people's houses. We have several cases of it in Seattle. But see, they do this in liberal cities. I guarantee you, they're not coming to a ranch house and doing it. Whew. So I got a little worked up, but you have to take those steps. But notice in this video, this dummy with the hood mentality just committed several felonies, several. So I wanted to put this video out there so you can see how they think. If you look back at my videos, I was talking about a peaceful divorce. Blue people stay in blue cities, red people stay, in red cities. You look a year and a half ago where I was saying, hey, let them have their blue cities, who cares? We're way past that point. We're way past that point. And once you stop giving quarter, you start to advance. Let them scatter like cockroaches. So with that, like, subscribe, share, and as always, do what you got to do. Oh, I'm getting ready to go watch The Harder They Fall. So I'm going to have a good night tonight. I'll give you a movie review tomorrow. Keep in mind, I'm biased, so it's probably going to be a good review no matter what. So, all right, like, subscribe, share, and as always, do what you got to do.